Hello everyone and welcome to Learn Twin Flame Tarot. So today we're doing the Five of Pentacles. We're going to look at the card together and then come back and talk about it for Twin Flames. The Five of Pentacles, another sign of change with the number 5. So things are changing. And when things change in our lives, we can get very afraid of that because we're stepping out of our comfort zone. We don't know what to expect. We don't know what to do. It's again that fear of the unknown, and that's why this card really follows on well from the Four of Pentacles, because the Four of Pentacles is the need to let go, and the Five of Pentacles can be what could happen if we do let go. So the Five of Pentacles can sometimes indicate the way that we worry and the way that we create fear and we blow things out of proportion within our mind. The fear of abandonment or the fear of losing something or someone. The fear of missing out on something and being afraid of being left in the cold, in the snow. You know, being afraid of missing out on all the goodness that we want to create. And you can see there he seems to be hobbling along and he's looking up as well. So this is about remembering that we are always supported. We are always protected. There's nothing to fear. And everything happens for a reason. Even when we break our leg or something comes in that may be, stopping us from moving ahead, it's delayed with love. It's happening to slow us down so we see things differently. So we understand things from a much higher point of view. So we learn lessons and grow spiritually and we gain spiritual insight. So there's always a message, especially in this card, to trust your intuition and go within and try and see the bigger picture and understand why these things may be taking place right now, especially if there's chaos. But that chaos is being created within our mind because it doesn't matter what's going on outside of ourselves. Inside of ourselves, we have the power to harness our truth and to remember who we are and to know that we are safe and protected and that change is good. That change happens to grow our soul and make us stronger. So when we get the Five of Pentacles, don't fear anything. Don't fear or struggle. If you've got time to worry, you've got time to pray. Call on Archangel Michael. He will give you the strength you need to keep moving forward, to get through the storms of your mind and the storms of your life. So you can see when the Five of Pentacles comes into a reading, there's some kind of worry around. And that's the word really for this card, worry or fear. Fear of lack, fear of being left behind, fear of abandonment, fear that we're missing out on something good, fear that we're being left out in the snow and the cold weather. Fear of, is it actually going to move forward too? It's what I'm really seeing in this is, the light in this church, with the Pentacles. It's kind of where you may feel it's all going on. Imagine that you're thinking about the masculine with their karmic partner or with their family or with their friends. And, you're kind of imagining in your mind with the ego, that edges the goodness out and brings in fear, that they are having a wonderful time. The Five of Pentacles kind of brings the energy in of a situation where we wish it would be different. So maybe you're thinking about Christmas time. And I know how hard it is when your twin is with someone else at Christmas time. I went through that too. So, imagine that they are spending Christmas together. So in our minds, we blow it out of proportion. We think it's like we see on films or on the TV where, they're all under the tree and it's all beautiful and lovely and they're drinking eggnog and it's all warm and lovely. When in spiritual truth, it's not like that at all. Usually there's arguments going on or there's loneliness or, they're just there because they feel they have obligations or responsibilities. So the way we see it is everything because we do create it sometimes in our minds a lot different than it truly is because we're seeing it differently. So the Five of Pentacles, first of all, is a reminder to come back to the now because if we are creating worry, then we are usually blowing things out of proportion. We feel like we're missing out on something. We feel like we're the one with the broken leg, okay, which means that we are, missing out on what's meant for us, and we can never miss out on what's meant for us. So with this energy, this is what I feel. You know, this is the divine feminine worrying about the journey, worrying about what the masculine is doing or not doing. You know, worrying about if the masculine is going to make the move or if they're actually happy right now where they are. And you're being reminded it's not actually like that at all. So if we've got time to worry on this journey, we've certainly got time to pray. So instead of worrying, ask the angels for help. And, you know, feeling like everything's coming at us. You know, in this card as well, I see this like a snowstorm. And you know what it's like when you're walking through a storm and the wind's blowing and the snow's coming. You feel like you're walking, but you're not getting anywhere. So you may also feel like you're not getting anywhere in this connection when the Five of Pentacles come up. And you may be worrying about that too. Thinking, well, I've been on this journey for years and years and it doesn't seem to change. Or I just feel like I'm banging my head on a brick wall. Or like they were always 2 steps behind me. Or I don't understand what's going on. So really, when we get the Five of Pentacles, it's about needing clarity and using the third eye and the senses and the feelings to see through the physical reality or the physical world, or even what we are creating in our mind. Because remember, thoughts become things. So if you're focusing on how bad everything is, then you're going to get more of that coming into your life. You're going to feel that more. If you focus on how good everything is for you, then things will improve for you. Because remember, you know, you may be thinking about them spending Christmas time with people, but they guaranteed are thinking about you spending Christmas time with people. So for the divine masculine, for the world, they may seem to have the perfect life, but behind closed doors, they feel abandoned. They feel like this, they feel lost, they feel alone. They're in struggle. They're worrying about everything. So when we get the Five of Pentacles coming up in the twin flame journey, it's always an opportunity to look closer, to look deeper, to see it from a higher perspective, and to realise there is always a plan, and that time is not running out for anything in our life, because we can't miss out on anything that's truly meant for us. So for the feminine's perspective, it says, I now know why it could never work out with anyone else, and that sometimes scares me. Because maybe you've thought about having Christmas with someone else, or maybe you even have spent Christmases with other people, but they've just not felt right, or it's not been the same. Well, remember, when you're looking at the masculine who seems to be having a ball on social media at special occasions, or, you know, even at the weekends, or whenever they're spending time with family or friends, they are actually feeling lonely. And they know that it can't work out with that person because their heart is with you. And the masculine saying, I'm healing deep wounds of abandonment within me. So when the masculine seems to be walking away or pulling away or distancing themselves or ghosting or blocking you or ignoring you, and you're feeling left out in the cold, like you're doing something wrong or something's missing, remember, don't take it personally. You're doing everything right. You've triggered something within them that they need to heal. And that's a core wound from childhood abandonment, feeling left alone, feeling lost. And I went through this too, you know, because as a child, I had a very loving mum and dad, but they were very busy people. You know, my dad was away working for business. He was always busy with his stuff. And my mum was, you know, dealing with that. So she was drinking. And so I had a lot of time because my sister was 8 years, well, my sister is, I always say what, she's 8 years older than me. So, you know, she was doing her own thing and, you know, she was never really around. So I had to make my own entertainment. You know, I made bases and forts and, you know, talked to invisible friends who were possibly the angels even back then, you know. So even back then I was learning how to be independent. But it left me with a deep wound that needed to be healed within me. And I thought it needed to be healed from others. Others giving to me what I thought I was missing. And it was really about healing the self. So that's what we learned. So the Five of Pentacles is a bit of a wake-up call from heaven to stand up and be you. And know that you are a fighter. And that you are a victor of your reality, not a victim of it. Because when the Five of Pentacles come up, sometimes we're in that energy of poor me. Poor me, everything's bad in my life. It's not working out. My twin's doing this or he's doing that. So we can blame. But we have to look at it closer and know that what really we're going through is just a reflection of what's going on within. So we have to heal that first. So the Five of Pentacles is a message of healing. And a message from the angels to say, look deeper at this. Things are not always what they seem. Fight for who you are. Know yourself. Remember your power, because you can never miss out on what's truly meant for you. And you'll never be left out in the cold. In fact, God is saving you for something magical and special, and the best is yet to come. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.